It's 160 years since the birth of Sigmund Freud, and the Freud Museum in London has commissioned work by one of the UK's best-known artists to commemorate the anniversary. Vanessa Cuddeford went along to take a look.
This was the place Sigmund Freud called home at the end of his life. The father of psychoanalysis brought his family here during the Second World War. It was their refuge from the persecution they faced in Austria because of their Jewish heritage. It was once a home, now it's a museum, and homage to an intellectual pioneer. This is the centerpiece of the Freud Museum, Freud's study. When he fled from the Nazis in Vienna, he brought all of his things with him, all of his books and antiquities, and recreated his Vienna study here in London. The most famous part of the study is, of course, the couch, where he saw his patients. He died in this room in 1939, and nothing has changed since then, apart from one notable exception. In this anniversary year of Freud's birth, we get an entirely new perspective on the room. This mirror on the ceiling is a work by one of Britain's most celebrated artists, the Turner Prize-winning Mark Wallinger. Here, Freud's chair and his famous couch are reflected in the mirror, a reference to the self-reflection that patients underwent through talking therapy as they reclined in this room. In the garden, Wallinger has created a permanent sculpture, a freestanding letter I, the same height as the artist himself. It's an expression of what it means to exist as an individual. This sits alongside Freud's own historical collection. Hundreds of antiquities fill the house, so much so that it resembled a museum even when Freud lived here. His daughter Anna continued to live and work in these rooms for many years after her father died. She followed his path and became an influential psychoanalyst herself in the field of child psychology. It was her wish that this house become a museum to honour her father, a man whose ideas still influence our thinking about the mind and what it means to be human. Vanessa Cuddeford, TRT World, London.